Before I start this video, I just want to say this is not an ad. This is a video analysis assignment. Hey everyone, my name is Anthony and today I will be presenting my logo design research. So the purpose of this video is to analyze the logo designs of local brands, and I want to share my own opinions on them. I won't be deducting what is right or what is wrong, what are the problems, and just generally what I think can be done to improve on them. After I analyze them, I will be redesigning these logos, and I will hope to enhance the brand. And using what I've gathered from my analysis, I hope to apply them to my design and sketches, and I'll also be explaining my design process from the sketches to the final draft. So let us begin the design process. Step 1. Define the problem. So firstly, we need to ask as many questions as we can. This is to help us to make sure that we start off on the right path. This can also help us to understand what are the problems, what can be fixed, and we need to also identify what exactly should we do and what not to do when we are doing the project. So right off the bat, we can tell that this logo isn't exactly distinctive. While simple and elegant to look at, the design of the Sabati logo is rather plain, and nothing really interesting can be felt in the design. The logo used a calm and dark green color for the background, and is accompanied by large white text. The color is calm and can symbolize purity and freshness, and it's rather pleasant to look at. But in terms of visual presentation, this logo doesn't exactly stand out that much, and thus it will be a huge problem as it can be easily copyrighted. Step 2. Collect information. Now, collecting information means doing as much research as possible, which means we need to know fully about what exactly are we doing in this situation. What exactly is the brand, what exactly is the company, and maybe understand what is the history behind it, so that we can help our project's target audience. And knowing your audience is a key way to ensure you communicate the right message in the best way possible. So let us take a moment to know about the brief history behind Sabati. The company was founded in the state of Sabah, Malaysia, since 1973. The Golden Sabati brew originated from the blend of the tea leaves from the Sabati garden, which is located at Mount Kinabalu. The Sabati plantation was officiated on February 19, 1984 by our Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. In 1997, an Ipoh-based company, Yili Corporation Berhad, acquired the entire shares of Sabati and Desa Tea after the government decided to privatize the company, therefore enabling Sabati to reach greater heights. Today, it is known as the largest tea producer in Borneo, with both domestic and international distributions, especially after it became a part of the Yili Corporation, to increase the export both in locals and internationally. It has since evolved with the new creative Sabati exotic package by blending 100% pesticide-free tea leaves with naturally growing flowers, spices, and plants. This variation of tea is unique because the marriage of each quality ingredients, making each package of Sabati a delicious delight with special features. Step 3. Brainstorming. Now, brainstorming means it's time to pull all of our ideas together. It means it's time to explore and test all the ideas you have in your head and put them all down in a sketchbook so that you can see what you have come up with. It's also a great way to show all of your ideas so that you can clearly see what you come up with, and it's time to also analyze each and every one of them so you can select carefully on what you want to present and what you want to develop further on. Step 4. Develop a solution. So once you sketch out all of your ideas, it's time to develop your favorite concepts further on. which means you have to select your favorite type of typography or even the type of color that you want to choose. And it's also a nice way to either fuse together some certain concepts or certain parts that you think is lacking. You can either put them all together or even figure out which one is the part that you want to show or some parts that you don't want to show. It's developing a solution is a good way to let you understand the final project that you want to see. It gives you a clear idea of how you want to present it further on. So in this new design, I decided to continue the use of green, since I think it's the best color to represent the fresh nature of the company. By adding the Mount Kinabalu, this is a good way to show where does this product come from. I also added different shades of green to distinguish the looks of the cup, and the saucer and the tiny mountain. Then I illustrated a tea bag so that it may stand out more. This is also a nice way to show where exactly this product comes from. In my original designs, I have the Sayapati typography in a more casual way, but I decided to go against it and decided to go for the more in the original design, having the more standard and more serious font, since I wanted to keep the original feel of the original logo, and I don't really want to change the nature of the whole company. So I also changed the cup in order so that it could be less complicated, and in order to simplify it and be much more pleasing for the eye. Step 5. Present your ideas for feedback. Now it's time to present your design. This is a good way to revise your work so that it can meet the goals and outlines. And presenting your work to different people can give you a lot of insight on their own perspective, so that you can know which part of your design that has to be fixed or improved in certain aspects. Revisions are normal and essential for polishing your work, and we don't know what exactly our target wants, but we know that giving a lot of different perspective, a lot of different opinions on our design can really enhance our original design, and it can really shape what we want in the final design. Step 6. Improve your design. So once you receive all of the opinions and all your comments from your previous design, it's time to improve your work. Improving your work means that you can finally fix what your previous design is lacking in certain aspects, and just improving it overall can actually enhance it even better, and even it can actually give you a lot of more insight on what exactly you were missing in the first place, and improving it can actually give you a better chance of having a more successful design. Thanks to my friends who gave me comments on my last video, I can finally apply it into my work, and I can finally say that this is a logo design that I can actually be satisfied with, comparing to the last one. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If I did anything wrong in the video, or did I make any mistakes, please feel free to comment down below. And as always, bye for now.